Start.
Today we are going to meet Toastmaster Santhoshkumar. He has been having a long journey in Toastmasters. This program is for the purpose of enlightening viewers about this movement called Toastmasters. Welcome, Mr. Santhoshkumar.
Thank you very much, Sam.
I have been hearing about this Toastmasters in many places. What is this movement all about?
See, Toastmaster is a non-profit organization which is primarily to improve your public speaking and to bring out your leadership qualities in you. That's the program, and there are a lot of projects which you have to go through to become a good leader and a good public speaker. That's the whole program.
You said projects. What are these projects?
See, in Toastmasters, there are various stages, phases. The first, when a Toastmaster enters into the forum, he has to start with 10 basic communication projects. With these 10 projects are designed in such a way that you can improve each and every skill of public speaking. So after the 10 speeches, there are very advanced matters, and so you go on giving 40 speeches to become a distinguished Toastmasters.
But you talked about some manual and projects. Are they printed speeches which people memorize and go and deliver?
No, each project has its own objectives, and you need to prepare and write the speech on your own, which is close to your heart, and meet those objectives written in those projects. So you will not be reading out a written speech, you will be presenting and delivering a speech which is very close to your heart, meeting the objectives of those projects.
So how long one takes to complete these 10 projects?
It is a self-programmed. So what happens is you can give speeches according to your own speed or according to your own pace. Normally it takes about 1 to 1.5 years to complete your 10 speeches. To give a very good quality, well-prepared speeches, it takes about 1 to 1.5 years to give 10 speeches.
But I heard there are some people who do it in 3 months also.
There is very dedicated Toastmasters who attend various clubs and give speeches in various clubs. And they have the time to prepare the speech and come and deliver those speeches. Normally it takes about a year.
So how many years you have been there in this Toastmasters?
I've been in Toastmasters for about 5 years. But to be frank, the first couple of years I had no clue about what's happening in Toastmasters. There were a lot of acronyms being used with CCs and CL and DTMs and things which I had no clue in the early days. But as I started meeting some senior Toastmasters, they started introducing me to various acronyms and understand the whole procedure. And say, after the 3rd year or so, I got a grip of it, and then I started giving my own speeches.
5 years is a very long period. You must be a very senior Toastmaster.
But no, still an infant. But there are very, very senior Toastmasters in Kuwait, yes. There are Toastmasters with more than 30 years. It's long. In fact, I just attended a meeting today, and he had. I learned a lot from the poem he read, from an interpretive reading. So it's a great.
How old is he? 30 years?
He's young. He should be 40 plus.
Oh. And the Toastmasters is only for elderly people?
No, there is a gavel club. There is a club where any student can join between 10 to 18 years. One thing I regret is I should have joined this a long time ago, and I had no clue about this Toastmasters. If I had joined this club 30 years back, I think my life would have taken a different turn. But I just joined in 2011.
But how many speeches you have given in Toastmasters?
Given about 16 speeches. 16. This is about 16 speeches.
And any specific speech that you remember in that?
Yes, a couple of memorable speeches. One is my graduation speech, which is the 10th speech. I still remember an introduction which I did in that project. I was asking the audience, which is the supreme act of giving. And a couple of months later, in one of the division contests, a couple of them, a particular Toastmaster came up to me and said, that speech and the way you introduced and asked that question, she remembered that very well. And the impact I made on the audience, I realized that impact I made on the audience. So it really boosted my self-esteem. So there are a couple of projects where I really did well. There was a monodrama which I really didn't know that there is a humor side of me, and when I finished that project, I was very happy. So you will feel inside whether you have done a good, you have delivered a good speech or not. So those are a couple of good speeches I felt.
But how much time you need to spend for Toastmasters?
Not much. If you are giving a speech, I would say an hour a day for 2 weeks. But if you're not giving a speech, about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes a day to understand your roles and things. It's not much.
Thank you, Mr. Santhosh. It's very informative thing. Anything specific you want to tell about?
Yes, one thing I would like to say is the more time you put in, you will gain more. So it's, or in fact not more, I would say it is 100 times more, because it's so captive. The audience, it's not to one particular person. You're delivering a speech to an audience, and it just multiplies. So I think that's the time you spend or give in Toastmaster, you will gain more.
Thank you so much. Nice meeting you, sir.